It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. I think for me, it's more I'm representing my like friends and family back home, the people that represented it before me, all the things that I believe are good about the U.S. I just think if it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that supported me getting here.
Well, the city of Minneapolis in Minnesota has been the centre of the United States for the last few weeks as the fallout continues from the death of two people shot by ICE agents. ICE is, of course, the customs officials, the immigration enforcement officials. After withdrawing 700 ICE agents from the city, Donald Trump sat down with NBC to discuss what he has learned from the controversy.
I learned that maybe we can use a little bit of a softer touch, but you still have to be tough. These are criminals. We're dealing with really hard criminals. But look, I've called the people. I've called the governor. I've called the mayor, spoke to them, had great conversations with them, and then I see them ranting and raving out there.
Well, joining me now from Minnesota is John Heindereker, president of the Center of the American Experiment and Powerline blog. Great to see you, as always, John. Now, do you agree with Donald Trump here? Should his administration have used a softer touch against these protesters, one of whom was armed, who were killed by ICE agents?
Well, honestly, Rowan, I don't think so. I mean, the two people who were shot, one of them had resisted arrest, which is a crime punishable by up to 3 years in a federal penitentiary, and she was trying to run down the ICE agent with her car. Okay, she would have been prosecuted for attempted murder if she had lived. And the other one was a guy who repeatedly had fought against ICE agents. Again, that's a crime punishable by 3 years in a federal penitentiary. This is Alex Pretty I'm talking about. And he got into a fight with these, he would kick out taillights on their cars. He would spit on the cars. He got into a fight with these agents while he was wearing a gun, which is unbelievably stupid. And I don't think there's anything that ICE could have done that would somehow mollify people who are engaging in this kind of criminal behavior.
I agree with you wholeheartedly there, John. Now let's move on to the US economy. And the president remains confident that interest rates will be lowered. Here, John, they're going up and up. But anyway, this is in the States. It's only a few days ago that the president nominated Kevin Warsh as his new Federal Reserve chair. So will we see a US interest rate cut, John?
Well, we will see, Rowan. I mean, I'm sure that Warsh is going to be confirmed by the United States Senate. To cut interest rates, he'll have to have a majority on the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. That's a 7-member board. I think he will have that majority, and I think we will see some interest rate cuts. I don't think they're going to be real dramatic, but we know that President Trump wants lower short-term interest rates, and that's why he put Kevin Warsh in that position. I think in all likelihood, that's what we're going to see.
So I wonder if there's a lesson there, John. Trumpian economics, interest rates go down, mad, crazy, left-wing Labor Australian policy, interest rates go up. We might have to think about that one, John. Now listen, the US and Iran are set to hold talks today in Oman, while the president is also threatening legal action if Iran doesn't agree on a deal on its nuclear program, as well as to stop killing the protesters. John, Trump also said the Iranian leader should be very worried. What's going on?
Well, Rowan, in my opinion, there's not much use in negotiating with the mullahs. I mean, what are they going to give up? They're a grotesquely unpopular tyranny. They're hanging on by their fingernails. I really don't think that the negotiations are going to be productive. I don't see how they can be. But where we're at, Rowan, I think, is that Trump has to do something. He has described a massive armada of American ships heading for Iran. He's told the people of Iran that help is on the way. He's threatened the mullahs if they continue to mow down civilians, which of course they have done. He's got to follow through in some way. He can't be like Barack Obama and set out a red line that he then forgets about when it's violated. He's got to do something.
And, John, this goes to the heart of the sort of current controversy tearing apart the American right, which is this idea of, is Trump an isolationist? I've never viewed him as an isolationist. But some in the America First or MAGA crowd say, oh, we shouldn't have anything to do with Iran. It's their problem. Let them stew. But others, rightly, in my opinion, are saying, Trump promised to help. It is obscene what the mullahs are doing to women, to protesters, to young people. America must step in. How's that playing out on the right side of politics, this schism, if you like?
Rowan, I think that the truly isolationist element of the American right is very small. I think the vast majority of Trump's supporters are like you and me. The United States needs to play a leading role in the world. And when you have a regime like the mullahs in Iran that have been bitterly hostile to the United States, that have killed American soldiers, that do everything they can to counteract American policies, it is very much in our interest to get rid of them. I think that some people pay too much attention to the isolationist fringe of the Republican Party. I don't think it's large.
I'm glad to hear that, John.